What it do, people? I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode of Know That Sport, Thursday Night Football Edition, man. Y'all know what the P doing, man. It's your boy Moore Drive. With a special guest, man. My guy from with Grand Canyon in Arizona, Kendricksportstalk, man. What it do, Pimp Jew? How you doing, bro?
What's happening, bro? Just chilling.
Hey, man, we still here. And we got a Cowboy fan in Arizona, and you got a Cowboy fan in Atlanta, Georgia, shaking it. And know that. You know,
we everywhere.
Yeah, take over. You know, it's takeover. Y'all know what's going on in Thursday night football. You know what I'm saying? It's the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So they're in the building. Thursday night, 8 o'clock, divisional game, big divisional game. Before we get into the points of anything, who you like, Kendrick?
I like Cleveland. The first thing that pops into my head when I see that picture is going to be Myles Garrett, swinging that helmet around. But that's the first thing that pops into my head. But I think this game is going to be decided by the run game, and that's why I like Cleveland, because I feel like the Steelers' run defense not going to be able to stop Cleveland's run game. And then on the opposite side, I think the Browns will have more success on the defensive side, so that's why I'm picking the Browns.
I feel like really the same way about that, what you just said about how Pittsburgh tripping with the run game. So they really trimming around with the run game like they can't stop it. But the last couple games, it seemed like Cleveland, like they don't know what the fuck they got going on. So it's like, what I mean, I ain't gonna say last couple games. I'm gonna say the Jets game. Like the Jets, that was a bullshit game, and they ain't got no business letting that game get away. But at the same time, Pittsburgh did the same thing with New England. To me, I may be wrong. So I think Pittsburgh did the same thing to me. Then let New England beat them 17-14. But we about on the same page with this game. I'm saying when it boiled down to I pick what the name is, what the quarterback is for Cleveland. What his name?
Jacoby Brissett.
I take Jacoby Brissett over Travinsky. Ain't it Travinsky? Pittsburgh quarterback Travinsky.
Yeah, I feel like Trubisky looks better this year. I think that's because of having Claypool and Johnson and Freiermuth, that tight end in Pittsburgh. I think that's the reason why Trubisky looks a little bit better than he did in Chicago, but still not enough. And then Najee Harris is back, but I feel like Cleveland's defense is going to be able to stop that Pittsburgh run game.
What's wrong with Najee Harris' foot, though? He got like a nagging foot injury.
Yeah, he came back quick. Came back quicker than they expected.
They got a nagging foot injury. And Janavius Clown ain't playing either, though.
Clowney's out, and the offensive line is a little bit banged up.
For the Browns, the Cleveland Browns offensive line a little banged up?
Yeah.
That issue, I ain't know that.
Yeah, the right tackle's on the injury report.
I ain't know that. I ain't know that part. But I ain't know that what you just said. You say you like Cleveland. Fuck it, I'm gonna goddamn. Since you just said something wrong with the offensive line, I'm gonna try Pittsburgh. I'm gonna go back on my pick because I didn't know that about the offensive line. I thought the offensive line was intact. I know Clown ain't playing, but TJ Watts ain't playing either. So that counts each other out to a certain extent. Even though you got Myles Garrett, you can double team him, and that's cool. But without the offensive lineman, a short week, Cleveland just played the Jets, Pittsburgh just played New England. I believe that Jet, I think on that Jet game was a little bit more tough than the New England game. Possibility, that's what I think. So I said the offensive lineman hurt, I'll take Pittsburgh. I just changed my pick that quick just because I heard about the offensive line being hurt. I'll take Pittsburgh.
That was a crazy meltdown by Cleveland. I just don't see that shit happening twice in a row.
That really fucked up my sheet. That shit pissed me off. If the only thing Amari Cooper got to do is fall on the ball. Amari Cooper fall on the ball instead of trying to knock out the Browns. You got that.
Yeah.
You get the ball back, you win.
They didn't even have to be in that situation in the first place. They made too many mistakes leading up to that point.
You're right. That's true. But if you still make that play right there, what I just said, you still win. Out of all the bullshit you done did, if you make that play right there, you win.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm saying, so you got to get you. He looked like Cam Newton when Cam Newton was in the Super Bowl against Denver. He didn't got them. Instead of trying to get the ball, he got to fake that and then all the shit. You got to go get that ball, man. You got to get that ball.
Yeah.
After we just called that straight up. You went Cleveland. I went Pittsburgh straight up. How you feel about the points? Do you think Cleveland can cover them 4.5 points? Did they get?
If I was lining the game, I would have the Browns -3. So I think that the Steelers have a good chance of covering.
Hold on. The Browns get Pittsburgh 4.5.
Yeah.
You think?
So I
think the
Browns, I think the Steelers will cover 4.5 to 5 points.
So so you think that too many points the Browns getting to Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I'll give them 3 points.
Yeah, okay. So the 4.5 you don't think they'll cover the 4.5? The Browns can't cover that 4.5. I feel the same.
I think the Steelers will cover the spread.
The spread. You know they get Pittsburgh 4.5 points. If they start a game, 4.5. So that mean that too many points that the Browns just gave Pittsburgh. We on the same page when it comes to that. I believe that too many points too. Divisional game. Yeah. I think divisional game. I think it's gonna be a defensive minded game. I think both. I agree
with that.
I think both teams gonna try to run the football. So just straight, I think both teams gonna try to run the football. So I'm looking at it about. I think they beat them by. I like Pittsburgh, but I like Pittsburgh straight up. And if you get them 4.5, I'll take that. So I'll take the 4.5 points that you get, the Browns against Pittsburgh, and take that too. Next up is the over and under. 38.5. You think that too many points, or that ain't enough points?
Let me see. If it's about 24-21, that's 44 points.
24. You said 24-21? That 45.
Yeah.
That 45.
I'll say over.
You say over?
Yeah.
I want to lean toward that way too, and the reason why I say that because I think Pittsburgh scored like 14 points against New England last week. I think the Browns scored like 30-some points against the Jets. I think Pittsburgh defense better than the Jets. I think the Browns. I don't think the Brown defense is good as New England defense. The reason why I say that because they gave a 31 points to the Jets. They gave a 31 points to Joe Flacco. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, so I say over. I say over 38.5, even though I think it's a defensive minded game. The points you just called out, I'm saying like 24-21. I could see 23-20. You know what I'm saying? I could see on 17-21. I'm saying shit. I could see that. So I say over 35. I say the same thing. I say over 35 easily. I say over 35.
Yeah, I don't know where they're getting that 38 number from, because that, if you think about it, that's a real low scoring game. I mean, we both think
it's a defensive minded game.
Yeah, and we both agree with that, but we both still think it's going over. So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna put up. See, they must be looking at the same thing New England just looked at. The New England games from 14-17. So I ain't looking at that. I ain't looking at 14-17. I don't think that's what the deal is gonna be. 14-17. I think both teams good enough to put up at least 20. They're in the division. They know each other. I think both teams good enough to put up 20. So I can say defense, but shit, 21-20 is a good defense minded game to me. 21-17 is a good defense minded game to me. We got on this show, we got a top 10. Week by week. And Kendrick, we're gonna put yours up to see how you feel about Your top 10.
Yep. So Memorial Drive asked me to put together my power rankings. So I went with the Bills number 1, top team in the league. Chiefs number 2, right behind the Bills. Number 3, I got the Buccaneers, top team in the NFC. This one was close. I debated on putting the Chargers at 3 and the Bucks at 4, just because I was looking at it. If the Chargers were to play the Bucks in Week 3, I might have the Chargers winning that game. But I went ahead and put the Bucks at number 3, Chargers 4, Eagles at 5. Even though they're in my Cowboys division, I hate to put them this high on the list, but
ain't no
had
joke.
to go with the Eagles. Yep.
Ain't no joke. I gotta give them credit due. That ain't no joke.
The Dolphins.
Where did you see mine? Where did you see mine?
The Dolphins had to give credit where credit's due. Tua was doing his thing out there, so put the Dolphins at 6, Rams at 7, Packers at 8, Ravens at 9, and then the Niners at 10.
We virtually on about the same page when it comes to this. We got a couple differences though. So like your top 2, we on the same page with the top 2. The 49ers, they feel they're a little shaky to me. 49ers a little shaky to me, and the Packers a little shaky to me. What made you put your 49ers at? What made you put your 49ers breaking the top 10?
I put the Niners in because I feel like their defense always going to keep them in games. And then it was looking shaky with Trey Lance as the quarterback. And I know it was a super small sample size, so you really can't go off of a game and a half or whatever. But I feel like
about Trey Lance, I don't think he ready.
They know what they're running with Jimmy G at the quarterback. Yeah. They've been there before.
Yeah, I feel
they know that they can win games with Jimmy G at the quarterback, and they know that they can rely on their defense. They've been there before. So although I don't think they're a top team, I still had to put them in the top 10. And then the Packers, I was kind of concerned after that first game, but then I thought back to Aaron Rodgers is always lackadaisical to start the season. Like, he is never in much of a rush to start the season. Thinking back to when he was doing that relax, the relax comment, he's always been kind of not really too urgent to start the year. So I think they'll be all right. And they still got to get pass rushers back, and they'll be all right.
The 49ers, like I say, your list, I'm saying we got about majority the same. Probably not in the same order. A couple of them in the same order, but not in the same order. The 49ers, I feel less shake on, and the Packers, I feel less shake on. You know what I'm saying? But with mine, I got that. I got me a little top 10 that I make up for each week. Buffalo at number 1. I got Philadelphia at number 2. Reason why I got Philadelphia at number 2, because I'm impressed how they beat the Minnesota Vikings. I ain't gonna lie. I'm impressed how the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Minnesota Vikings. I didn't expect them to beat them, especially how they beat them. I ain't think they're gonna beat them, P, but I ain't expect them to beat them. Kansas City, they shaking the P. I believe the Chargers let them get away though. I truly think I think the Chargers let them get away. The Miami Dolphins, I think they're the 4th best team in my ranking, because I'm impressed how they came back against Baltimore. And a lot of folk putting it on Baltimore defense, but if you watch that game, the 4th quarter, the score was 35 to 14, shit like that. The offense scored 3 points in the second half. In the 4th quarter. Lamar Jackson put up 3 points. So that means it was more than 2 came to the party. That defense came to the party too. So I got them at number 4. I like Tampa Bay at number 5. You know what I'm saying? They hunt their bid to get New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Crowd-led gave them what they wanted. My first 5 teams all undefeated. Matter of fact, my first 6 teams are all undefeated, because the number 6 team in the Giants. And I got the Giants in the top 10 because they ain't lost a game. I know it's two games, but they still ain't lost a game. I got the Rams coming in number 6. In number 7. Reason why I ain't got them in front of the Giants, 2 reasons why. They're not undefeated, and they beat the Atlanta Falcons. But they didn't cover the spread. I think they had the Falcons by like 10 or something like that. They supposed to beat the Falcons by 10 to 10. The Falcons made that game competitive at the end. That means they some ain't right. Some still ain't right about the Rams. 8, the Chargers. The reason why I got a charge at 8 because they gave that game up against Kansas City. I still think they're the best team coming out of the AFC West, but they got to start running the ball a little bit more, and their coaching got to calm down a little bit. And what I mean by that is all the hurry up all the time, got to go for it on 4th down, and always just pushing the envelope. He got to pull back a little bit because if he would have pulled back a little bit against Kansas City, I don't think that boy would ever throw that interception. He ever would have ran it back, and Charlie would have won that game. Number 9, I got the Baltimore Ravens. I got them in my top 10 because I really let that game get away against Miami. Ain't no in the hell you up 35-14 and you lose that game. They just don't. Something ain't right about that. I believe they just let that game get away. Next week will tell me a whole lot. I think they play who Baltimore play next week? Baltimore play New England because then they should go out there and handle their business against them. Number 10, I got the Dallas Cowboys. The reason why I got the Dallas Cowboys, not just because they're my team, is because I didn't think they were going to handle their business against Cincinnati. I thought Dallas Cowboys were going to be 0-2. So to be real script there, I thought we were going to be 0-2 again, though. I thought it was going to be a game just like how Tampa Bay was, but I don't think my offense was going to come to the table. The way my defense played against the Cincinnati Bengals and how Kelly Moore tried to run the football, how they tried to commit to the football, run the football, I take that. I'll take that. So I put them at number 2. At number 10. So we really got 2 different teams that's just not. I got Dallas and the Giants, and you got the 49ers and the Packers. The only reason why I got the Packers in my top 10 because they beat the Bears. You know what I'm saying? No, they beat nobody. You know, they're not trying to be funny. They beat the Bears.
Yeah.
That's how I picked my top 10 on just your record, and if you tied with record with somebody, who the last person you played and what you did. You played the Bears, you supposed to did that. When it boiled down to it, I feel like everybody felt just like me, felt like Cincinnati was going to beat the Cowboys. They didn't. So I think that's a boost for them. I think people had Tennessee to beat the Giants the first game of the season. They didn't. The Giants come back, beat Carolina at their crib, tough game. So that's why I got the Giants in there. But one thing about the top 10, it changed every week. You can believe that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's only going into week 3, but I got this question for you. You think if the Niners played the Giants week 3, Giants win that game?
To tell you the truth, I'm gonna say no. If they playing them in San Francisco, no. But if they playing them in New York, I'll take the Giants. I'll take the Giants in New York. That was a damn good question, though. I ain't gonna lie about that. That was a damn good question. To be truthful.
Yeah, I just wondered because you had them 6.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? What you just said, I'm saying like what you just said is a real head scratcher. Like, shit, if you don't like them, you got that. Would they beat them head up? But I believe in New York, they'll beat them. In San Francisco, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't believe they can beat them in San Francisco. But Jimmy G just got there. I made this list. Talking about Trey Lance. So we'll see what's going on next week. Because the Giants play the Cowboys next week. If they lose that game, they won't be on their list. You can believe that.
Yeah.
So we can see what's going on next week with that. But that's a good question, though. That's a damn good question. That's say you can add the same question about the Cowboys and the 49ers. You can add the same question. Especially with Cooper Rush right now. But I believe we'll beat them, though, just on where it happened last year. We don't like that. That ain't. I believe we'll beat them. I believe we can beat them this time.
Dallas defense is nice.
Yeah. Defense is good.
And that's a nice change because, you know, we're used to our defense lacking. So it's a nice change having a good defense.
Yeah. I still think we lacking. I still think we lacking that the D tackle. I still think we act like the D tackle a little bit. Like I believe, like we played the 49ers. I believe we'll beat the 49ers just on remember what happened last year. You know what I'm saying? On defense, I know they wouldn't cut punch us in the mouth on offense like they did last year. They punched us in the mouth last year. So I don't think they do. I think our defense will come to the party in that regard. So they wouldn't be able to just run the ball like they want to with the muscle game. But overall, I still think we got problems at the defensive tackle. Like I ain't seen my boy too tough. Neil Gallimore, I think his name Gallimore, defensive tackle. I ain't seen.
Yeah, they've been using Quentin Bohanna.
Yeah, and Hill too. We're using Hill too, number 72. I think he's his second or third year. I think it's his third year. We're using him. But that's the only thing I can say. That's the only thing give me on the defensive part. On the offensive part, on the offensive side of the ball, it's just Kellen Moore, bro. I just don't like. I don't like what we got going on with the coaching staff. Because I don't like Kellen Moore. Period. I don't like Kellen Moore at all. I'm sorry. I just don't like him. No disrespect. I don't like him. I think we're gonna get. I said it last year. I still think we're gonna get on Sean Payton. I'm saying this offseason. But to get Sean Payton, we got to go out bad somewhere. So we got to go out bad, not making the playoff, which I believe that's not going to happen. But I believe we're not going to win the division, though. And I believe they're going to make Jerry Jones a little bit mad. I'm saying I believe we're going to go out bad in the playoff. 9 times out of 10, I'm thinking it might be against somebody like Green Bay. Because I think we might go out bad against somebody like that. And that'll make Jerry Jones pissed off. Get rid of Mike McCarthy, get rid of Kellen Moore, go get Sean Payton, and it's time to shake it. Okay, so
you got the Eagles winning the East and Dallas making the wild card?
Yeah. I had it on the I had it on the first episode of the on my podcast when I broke down each division. Yeah. I had that, yeah. I got to either win out of division this year. You know, I'm a realist. I'm saying I'm a Cowboy fan in heart, but I'm a realist. So yeah, I believe. I still think we're gonna split with them though, but I believe when they boil down to like they outfit is a little bit better now, and they defense can match out. You know what I'm saying? So when they like that, I get them to know our job. To win the league, win the division. I get them to win
this year the game's gonna slow down for Jalen Hurts a lot compared to last year.
It done slow down. It done caught up. And I like it ain't even really Jalen Hurts to me. He doing damn good. But I said this in the draft. I like the moves that the Philadelphia Eagles made in the offseason, man. Them folk made A1 tremendous moves. Just from the draft, from picks, from trades. Man, everything that I see them do, they probably did some more shit that I don't know nothing about, but everything that I see them do, all of it was a plus to me. Like getting the boy Jordan Davis, that's a plus. You put him next on the Fletcher Cox, he's 300 pounds too. You got a double team one of them guys. So the other one get one-on-one coverage. Then you go out and get that boy AJ Brown. That's a wonderful pickup. Wide receiver. He big. He gonna do that slack call the middle. Him and the quarterback got a cohesive with each other. You went and got that boy from Georgia, linebacker Dean, I believe that's his name. I forgot his name. I'm saying his name.
Kobe Dean.
Yeah, you went and got him.
Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I like. They got that boy Sanders running back. They got that boy tight end. The tight end, he ain't nothing but the truth. I like the Eagles, man. I'm saying they got a good team. I'm down with my Cowboys all the way. I'm standing with them every time we stand up. But I think the Eagles are the best team in our division this season. Next season, when we get Sean Payton and shit, we find another number 2 wide receiver. I ain't gonna say find another number 2, because Michael Gallup should be back by then. We'll be all right. But this year, I think they better than us. I ain't got no problem saying that. They cool. I stand on it for right now. We'll straighten it.
Yeah, you got them all the way up at number 2, so you definitely don't got a problem giving them props.
Yeah, I'm fucking with them. I'm fucking with them. I'm looking at them. I'm looking at them. I'm like the way they just play Minnesota. Shit, them folks just put them folks in convict, man. They just put them folks on convict. And I ain't trying to be funny. I know Minnesota outfit will be better now. Straight up. Them folk got a running back like we got a running back. Them folk got a wide receiver Like we got a wide receiver, but they got 2 wide receivers. They got goddamn Thielen and they got Jefferson. We ain't got nothing but goddamn CD Lamb. So
Jefferson's the truth, but I knew not to believe in Kirk Cousins last night.
Yeah, I mean, he'll say he's nothing on Monday Night Football. So
yep.
That the point I think we beat them at. I think we beat them at quarterback. So in Minnesota. So but when they boiled down to it, Philadelphia ate them folk. They ate them. So I think
you think Dak's gonna come back week 4 or like week 6?
If I had anything to do with it, he'll come back after the Rams game. That'll be week 6. If I had anything to do with it, but you know, Jerry Jones, this shit about money. He trying to get he get it. I don't know how much money he paid that boy, 40 million, whatever. I don't know how much money he gave him. But whatever he gave him, well, I'm gonna come out there and shake it. So I'm expecting him to come back week, I want to say 4. Whatever. I don't know. I ain't gonna say week 4, week 5. The game before the Rams. I might be wrong about the week, but the game before the Rams. I think the game for the Rams, we played Washington. They played Washington game for the Rams, I believe. Then we play the Rams. So I'm assuming I'm getting Cooper 2 more stars. 2 to 3 more stars, and it's over with. I wish I had the schedule. I pulled that schedule up.
I think Jerry Jones is rushing that shit.
Me too, that I'm trying to tell you. I wish it'd be 6 weeks. You know what I'm saying? If it was up to me, I'm finna he'll come back after the Rams game. My game plan to be come out, we finna run the football. I don't give a damn. The way my defense play, we finna run the football. No cut on, we finna run the football. And we're gonna live with that. Because the way the schedule set up, shit, we play the Giants, and I think we play Washington after the Giants. Whatever. We can win both of them games. That 2-1 right there. So you can let that sit out 2 more games. I think we play the Rams or somebody else. He ain't got to play them games. You 2-1, that come back, we lead 2 and 3. So maybe be 3 and 3. Then they got some more in the hand and here. But what do I know? I don't know, man. That some folks tell it. But that's what I do though. I keep him out of week 6. Especially if Cooper Rush win in that 2 games. I mean, they can be to get a Giants. Now we go out there and stop Saquon Barkley. We'll beat them. Simple man. Stop Saquon Barkley. Make Daniel Jones make a play. He gonna get it to you. Know what he gonna do now. Simple man. Same thing Washington. Make Carson Wentz beat you. Simple man. So we should win in that 2 games. We don't have these.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, we should be on the same. I'm on the same page on that. I feel like that's about right. Kids, we done had these folks for about 28 minutes, man. Let these folks almost 30 minutes. Let these folks know how to get in touch with you, man. What you got going
on? You can catch me on IG or Twitter, Kendricksportstalk. Check out the podcast on all streaming platforms and my YouTube channel, Kendricksportstalk, #1 sports podcast in Grand Canyon.
No, for real. #1 sports talk in Grand Canyon. He ain't lied about that. It's your boy Moore Drive, man. I represent Knowdatsports to the fullest. Knowdatsports Thursday Night Football Edition, man. Y'all know this sponsored by Highlight Commodity. On all podcast platforms, YouTube. I appreciate y'all, man. I fuck with folks who fuck with me. This shit from the ATL all the way to the Grand Canyon. Know that if you don't know nothing else. Shaking it.
Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate everybody.
Know that.